This newborn duckling is looking for its mother, but it doesn't know how dangerous this world is. It had just reached the door when suddenly it was lucky that the knife was not aimed at the duckling. It plunged straight into the floor when it wasn't looking. The little yellow duck was able to save his life, but it was scared and screamed. It calmed down and got out of the room through the doorway. It's the first time he's left the cottage since he was born. The new surroundings are beautiful, but it's a bit overwhelming because he knows that the only way to be safe is to find his mother, so he continues blindly on his way. Suddenly, a huge pelican landed behind him. It flapped its wings and stared at the duckling. He was so scared that he hid behind a tree. Luckily, the pelican only seemed to be interested in fish. He escaped death. It's dark, and he seems to have found a place to rest. He walks in. Inside, there was a large flock of chickens and rows of eggs. The duckling doesn't think twice about it and runs to the far end. He felt so safe for the first time. He lies down and falls into a deep sleep. But today, the owner forgot to lock the coop door. A mouse came in to feed. Suddenly, an egg fell down and broke the piece. The mouse is probably too hungry and rushes up and eats the egg. At that moment, the little yellow duck was also awakened by the noise. This scene frightened him and made him scream. The sound attracts the mouse. It seems to think that the duckling is more delicious. He immediately turned around and chased the duckling. The little duckling could only run forward desperately. When he was at the end of his rope, he found a hole. He rushed out of the hole and escaped. Although he escaped from the hen house, it was too cold outside. The little yellow duck had to find a warm place to rest, so he went back in. He was lucky and soon saw the warmth of the fireplace. He was so happy to see a fluffy bed in front of him, but he didn't know that this was the big cat's territory. The little yellow duck watched as the cat slowly opened its eyes. He had to look elsewhere. But how could the cat stand to have something disturbing its sleep? He stood up and pounced on the duckling. It scared the duckling into a corner under the table, shivering. But then the little master came to stop the disaster. He picked up the duckling and gently stroked its fur with excitement. And so the little master took him to do his homework together, sleeping together. But 2 days later, his father found the duckling. After learning the story, he said that the owner had taken a duck egg without the owner's consent. He had to return the little yellow duck to the owner. The same day, the father took the little owner to the market. The owner returned the duckling with great reluctance. The owner was very happy, but the boy was very disappointed. That day, the boy was staring at the table where the duckling was born. Suddenly, a sound came to his ears. He turned his head to see it. The little yellow duck slowly appeared in the doorway and brought all his brothers and sisters with him. The boy was overjoyed. It turned out to be a surprise from his father.